Thank you for purchasing this Derder headshot covering Sunday's Pro Division of the 2013 PSP Dallas Open. This headshot is brought to you by Planet Eclipse and RazaLife.com. Our first match of Sunday is Upton 187 Crew versus Omaha Vicious. The winner of this matchup will go on to play X Factor to fight for their spot in the Champions Division. The loser will be downgraded to the Challengers Division for the next event. 187 got off to the early 3-0 lead, but then Vicious started hitting their lanes, and with Shane Colby stepping up on the Snake side, they were able to come back and take the 4-3 lead. In the next point, Vicious comes out 5 alive, but 187 stays patient on their lanes, and once they shut down the Dorito side, they capitalize quickly. The match is back to a 4-4 tie.
If we go up on bodies bigs, Snorlax.
Yep. You guys make sure, no penalty.
Yep.
Tell Greg that too.
In the next point, 187 went up on bodies and then locked up the field. Vicious decides to save time and concede the point. Despite being up 5-4 with 3 minutes left, 187 continued to come out aggressive and catches Vicious off guard, spreading their lead by 2.
Let's go 187! Woo!
Down 2 points with only a minute 30 left, Vicious has to make something happen quickly or they'll lose their spot in the Champions Division.
Zach Sauce, Trevor Parker, Shane.
We got 46 seconds, guys. We don't do
Hopper.
that.
Matt Sossaman gets a major penalty in the last 60 seconds, and that automatically gives 187 the last point. 187 moves on to fight for their spot in the Champions Division with X Factor. Next up is the Champions Qualifier match between San Antonio X Factor and Upton 187 Crew.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
Right fucking now.
Get in here, boys. Get in here.
Hands high, motherfucker.
Hey, no penalties and we got this, guys. Play tight, play smart. On this fucking field. Let's go.
First point, Zach Wake comes out very aggressive and quickly makes his way into Upton's Snake. Nick Laval is trying to get a shot on him, but Colt Roberts shoots him from the inside and then gets blown up by Dan Zaleski. Max Trailer makes a move on the Snake side and manages to take Zach down with him. Dan is left alone in the Doritos, and Dimitri Ninos makes a nice shot to take him out. X Factor takes the 1-0 lead. The next point, Archie Monomayer catches Greg completely off guard. Colt tries to bunker out Dan, but completely misses, and he gets lit up. Fortunately for Colt, the ref thinks Dan spun on him, and he gets a major penalty. X Factor takes another point, and Upton will start the next one with 4.
He missed me, he did not shoot me!
Why'd you call yourself out?
Because the Snake guy shot me. This guy right here.
Go right here.
What do you need, Zach?
Alright, I need my mask.
Bring your nose. You have a towel? Please, towel.
You got a mask? Yep.
55, lots of time.
55, lots of time.
Thanks, man.
X Factor is taking advantage of their power play and pushing aggressive down the field. Colt makes a good shot to clip Eddie Painter in the mask. Eventually, Greg ends up alone in the Doritos, and pretty much the whole team shoots him. They go on to get the quick point and preserve 111 on Upton's penalty. Upton is looking to burn off their penalty so they can start playing 5-on-5 again. Max gets shot battling his mirror, and Eddie takes one to the face from Scott Kemp immediately after. They do burn off their penalty, and Dan makes it out clean. Greg gets shot in the hand, leaving Dan in a 1-on-2 against Scotty and Dixon Yang. does make an amazing wrap shot to shoot Scotty in the hand, and then proceeds to take out Dixon. Dan Zaleski comes out big in the clutch, and Upton makes their way onto the board. In the next point, Grayson Goff comes out and gets shot in the hopper. Then Archie and Max trade out with each other. Dan continues to step up and gives Zach a Cyclops in the face. The match is back within one. Dixon's the first one to die in this point when he gets clipped trying to get into the snake. Dan makes his move down the Doritos and hits Grayson in the side. However, he then gets shot by Scott Kemp trying to battle, and then Archie shoots Brian down the snake tape. He then proceeds to make a great move and takes out Max Trailer. This leaves Greg and Scott in a one-on-one. They end up trading out with each other, so it's declared a no point.
You guys see that? He stopped.
The next point, Zach makes it to the snake and makes a good shot to take out Eddie. He proceeds to shoot Dan out of the Doritos, but then BJ wraps the mini race and takes him out. Scott Kemp gets shot in the hopper, and Archie fills out for him. Then Greg makes his move into the 50 and catches Dimitri in the face. Archie is the last one alive, and Greg goes to trade out with him. Unfortunately for Greg, the ref's a little angry, and he throws a red one up in the air. X Factor stretches their lead to 2. It's a must-win point for Upton, but bad luck continues, and Dan Zaleski gets a major penalty. After this, X Factor dominated the rest of the match. X Factor takes the 7-2 win and thus secure their spot in the Champions Division.
Hey boys, thank God. We went to the clinic, but we passed.
Hey, wait a sec, the fuck
HIV negative.
Hey, wait, there it is.
For the first quarterfinals match of the day, we have Houston Heat versus Edmonton Impact.
Houston! Houston! Houston!
The first point, Mishka comes out and gets a minor penalty, allowing Impact to take the first point with ease. Next point, Chad George gets shot in the head off the break, but no one says anything, so I guess he's clean. In the meantime, Fedorov is working his way down the Doritos, and Greg Sewers is in his mirror. Karma decides to drop a ball on Chad's face, and he definitely gets called out on this one. But then Fedorov gets in the 50 Dorito and gets to work. Sam Monville makes his way into the snake. There's not much for him to do since Fedorov is hogging all the kills. He takes out Tim Montresor on the tip of his barrel, and then goes to bunker Sewers to finish the point. This match is now tied at 1. Next point, Chad and Justin Cornell have similar breakouts, but Justin gets his gun up first and gives Chad one in the face! Sam tries to pull off the good old pod toss trick to stay alive, but it doesn't work, and JC gets down the snake. Zach Yakimek gets shot in the afro behind him, but JC still manages to work down the snake and catch Fedorov off guard. Impact takes the 2-1 lead.
Constantine, Sergey,
Hey, somehow they picked him off.
and Sam.
Both teams come out 5 alive on their breakouts. Ronnie Dizon is pushing hard down the Doritos and is lucky not to get his head blown off. However, he doesn't let this extra life go to waste and catches J-Rab hanging out of his bunker. Josh Wilmette tries to make something happen, but Ronnie catches him in the process and they trade out. JC ends up as the last one alive, and John Woodley proceeds to take him out. The match is now tied at 2. In the next point, there's a big momentum swing. Early in the point, J-Rab gets shot in the head, but doesn't notice, so he gets a major penalty, giving Heat the early advantage. Dave Baines is keeping a lane on Ronnie and bounces a ball off his mask. How the hell does that happen? Ronnie utilizes his extra life and proceeds to snap out Dave, leaving Moorhead and Yakimek as the last 2 alive. Sergey tries to make a move, but he gets caught in the process. This leaves Ronnie and LJ in a 2-on-2 situation, and Impact does a great job wasting time and burning off the penalty. Once J-Rab gets out of the box, Moorhead made a great move to take out the last 2 players. Despite getting a major penalty, Impact still comes away with the point.
There you go, boys! Hey, way to fucking play! Way to play, motherfucker! Hey, our game! Our game! Come on, man! Keep it together!
In the next point, Impact is staying strong on their lanes. LJ decides to use the ref as a bunker, and then fills out to the snake side. Sergey makes it to Impact's side of the field, but then takes one to the face. Heat concedes the point. Heat needs the next point to get back in the game. Fedorov tucks in J-Rab and just misses Zach filling out to the corner. Instead of gun battling, J-Rab gets into the snake, and Fedorov makes it into the 50 Dorito. Justin makes a nice shot to take out Sergey, and Fedorov gets clipped wrapping his bunker. Justin is trying to make a move on Chad, and LJ almost catches him off guard, but he dips back into the snake. They get engaged in a gun battle and end up trading out with each other. This leaves Chad in a 2-on-1 situation, and Heat concedes the point with just over 3 minutes left in the match.
Hey, 3 points, LJ. 3 minutes, 3 points. Let's go. Still leaves you 37 seconds. Let's go, Chad George.
Now Impact is just looking to lock up the field, and disaster strikes for Heat when Chad George gets a major penalty. Impact goes on to take this point with ease, and with just under 3 minutes left, Heat just wasn't able to come back.
We had actually practiced Houston Heat the weekend prior to the event and felt pretty good about it coming into it. And to beat them, we actually just went back to basics. We stayed on our guns. We made sure that our Dorito guys and our Scent guys were working in pairs. And we ended up coming out 6-on-4 and winning the game, moving on to practice against, I'm losing it.
With just over a minute left, Heat's fate is sealed. Impact manages to hold them off, and they advance to the semifinals. The next quarterfinals match is between San Diego Dynasty and the LA Ironmen. The match starts off with Dynasty shooting Alex Goldman off the break. Marcelo Margot fills in for him quickly and makes it to Dorito 2. At the same time, Kyle Spica makes it into the Snake. Marcelo and Glenn Takamoto get engaged in a gun battle, and Marcelo comes out on top. Unfortunately for him though, the rest of his team is dead. Oliver Lang gives him the love tap as they go on to take the first point.
Okay, alright, these guys are gonna play that cross-court shit. Let's go.
Died out of our spots again. Steven, can you turn or no? Steven, Mouse, Marcelo.
Early on in the second point, Tyler Harmon gets caught not playing tight enough in his bunker. However, Blake Yarber makes his way down the Doritos. Mouse just misses his shot on Blake, but then Mike Paxson catches him trying to wrap his bunker. Yosh Rao and Ryan Greenspan are the last two alive, and the Ironmen apply the pressure from both sides of the field. LJ takes a nice bounce off his side while moving down the field. Yosh is the first one to go, and Ryan gets shot in the pack shortly after. The match is tied at 1.
Hey, what's the dungeon?
4, and then 1 for my loader.
Alright, got you.
Dynasty hits their lanes in the next point, shooting Mouse off the break. And Steven Pitts spills out to the corner quickly after. LJ is locking off the Dorito side and shoots Dalton Vanderbilt not once, but twice. However, he has full bunker insurance, so he's good. Shortly after this, Oliver gets himself a 3-piece, taking out LJ, Paxson, and then trades out with Pitts to finish the point.
Hey, this line owes me 2 points.
Yes, sir.
Can you get it for me?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Next point, Tyler shows off his trip and crawl routine and makes it to his spot alive. Fresh Eggs gets shot in the hand trying to make a big move and gets a major penalty, asking to be checked for an obvious hit. Mouse sees this and wastes no time getting into the 50. He catches Tyler inside, and Yosh gets shot quickly after. Blake ends up as the last one alive, and Marcelo has a party all over his face. I do not want to go to that party.
Run the flag. Did they run? Did they blow it?
Hey, let's get ready to turn.
Penny, Pay. Hey, I got you. Hey, Tiger. Hey, Pay. Hey, they got a major too, March.
Yeah, I know.
With Dynasty having a penalty, the Ironmen come out aggressive, with Pitts taking the X and Mouse quickly getting into the 50 Dorito. Once in there, Yosh decides to fill out to the Dorito side and back up Glenn. Dynasty manages to burn off their penalty, but Alex doesn't make it out of the box alive. Mouse takes out Ryan shortly after and tries to bunker out Glenn, but Yosh lights him up before he gets there. This leaves one person left on the Snake side for Ironman, and Dynasty manages to take the point despite being down a body. They take the 3-2 lead.
Hey, it's alright. We got this game.
Hey, no one was set up to shoot the box, so I came out wide.
Yeah, we were all set up.
Right. Can you turn? We're close side.
The next point was a slow one. Mouse slowly sneaks his way down the Doritos and works his way into the 50. Dalton comes and bunkers Mouse, but also exposes his back to A-Rod, and A-Rod proceeds to get another quick kill and catches Spica bumping into the snake. Nothing happens for a good 4 minutes after this. The game finally breaks open when Marcelo tries to go get Oliver, but Ryan catches him across the field. However, A-Rod clips Oliver's hand as he wraps his bunker and proceeds to shoot Ryan in the pack. A-Rod nearly killed the whole team, and this match is tied with just over 3 minutes left. Dynasty gets control on the Dorito side early, but then Tyler falls asleep on the snake, and Tokihi Hamill gives one in the dome. Right after this, Ryan makes an amazing move to take him out, with a not so graceful landing, and at the same time Dalton bunkers out Paxson. Then Pitts pulls off some goon-handing bunker skills on Ryan, and Ryan gets a major penalty for spinning. However, they still go on to win the point, and with 35 seconds left, the Ironmen weren't able to come back.
Just finished our game against the Ironmen. It was a really tough battle. We knew those guys were going to be gunning for us. Mike came in and had them training hard, and a bunch of those guys have played with us before. We practiced against them, and we pulled through. Had a couple really close points, pulled them out, and I think we beat them with our experience.
Time expires, and Dynasty will move on to play Infamous in the semifinals. Our first semifinals match is between Edmonton Impact and Tampa Bay Damage. Ryan Moorhead comes out and gets a quick kill by snapping out Chad Bougier. He quickly moves to the next bunker and shoots Brian Smith in his side. He continues aggressively down the Doritos, and Timmy Props catches him on the move, but then he gets shot shortly after. Keith Brown is the last one alive, but not for long, and Impact is first to get on the board.
So 200. Okay, do you know what they did last game?
Yeah, the turret was all over me.
I know. He fills there a little bit later, though. Okay.
100.
There's 200. Two in the 100. One just sits across.
In the next point, Keith makes it down the Doritos and makes a great shot to catch J-Rab in the corner of his mask. Shortly after, Zach Yakimek gets shot from the snake side, leaving Tim Montresor and Omelette as the last two alive. Once Keith takes out Tim, Jason Edwards decides to give Josh a nice back massage, because he's a nice guy. The match is tied at 1. The point starts off with Justin Cornell taking a lucky bounce off his arm. Unfortunately for Jacob Edwards, he wasn't as lucky, and he takes a walk back to the pits. Jason has a hit on his pack, so ref is going to pull him out. Chad gets the wrong idea and calls himself out and gets shot in the tank, but then he realizes he isn't out and gets into the Doritos. He does get called out shortly after. Dan Holiday makes it in the snake, and then takes 2 in the face from JC, and a couple bonus balls as well. Timmy is the last one alive, but not for long. Impact takes the lead. Brian Smith works his way into the snake early in the point. Then JC gets shot going to his bunker, but doesn't see it and is awarded a minor penalty. Here you go. This leaves Greg Sewers alone in the Doritos, and Chad Bougier makes him wear it. However, Timmy gets a major penalty, so Damage will start the next point with 4.
Did they get a major too?
No, they got a minor.
All right, I'm on turn. Who's up?
Jason, Brian, Chad, and Timmy's in the box. Holiday.
Next point, Holiday takes a ball to the face. But then Brian gets into the snake. Damage is just dwindling down time, and their penalty and impact coach notices this so they can see the point. Damage goes on to take this next point quickly, but Chad Bougier ends up getting a major penalty, and they will start the next one with 4. Impact is trying to come hard down both sides of the field, but Damage is locking it down to burn off their penalty. Damage burns off the 2-minute major, but Chad doesn't make it out alive. This ends up being a very long point. After taking a nice bounce off his beanie, J-Rab decides he's not in the best spot. About 6 minutes have passed by and everyone is low on paint. Some people are getting antsy. Moorhead is the first one to make a move, but he doesn't shoot anyone. J-Rab decides it's time to make something happen and gets down the snake. He goes on to get 1, 2, 3 quick kills to single-handedly take down Damage and get this much needed point with just under 3 minutes left. Impact gets off to the early advantage, taking out Timmy on the break. Then they get some help from either God or perhaps a Canadian sitting in the stands when a ball drops onto Brian's hopper. Ain't that a bitch. Greg Sewers moves further down the Doritos, and Jason Edwards fills out to Snake Corner. Greg makes a nice shot to take out Chad, but then forgets about Keith, and he makes him pay for it. Zach is the last one alive for impact, and Jason manages to shoot him in the hopper. Impact concedes the point, but with 44 seconds, they just weren't able to come back.
We knew it was going to be tough. You know, those guys, we knew them pretty well. It was pretty much a back and forth battle. We got ourselves into penalty trouble. We were able to pull ourselves through it pretty well, not have any real big issues with it. We got close at the end. We pretty much had control after the 4th point. We had it for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th point, so just running the clock out on them after that. Things worked well. We won.
Hats off to Damage. They played a better game. You know, they beat us twice, so you could say one thing, you know, they beat us once, we beat them once, but you know what? They beat us twice, so they were the better team in this event. You know, I played with them last season, a lot of good guys on that team, a lot of people I consider lifelong friends, so, you know, of course I'm upset losing to them, but you know what? I lost to a good group of guys. It happens. Thank you, Derder, for, you know, bringing everyone out, and I want to say I love you, Mom, Dad, and my family, my baby, my wife, my brother and sister.
Damage beats Impact 5-4, and they'll move on to play for 1st and 2nd. Our next semi-final matchup is between San Diego Dynasty and Infamous. Dalton Vanderbilt comes out and gets a quick kill when he takes out Damian Ryan and then gets right into the 50 Dorito. Drew Templeton is aware of this and he slowly works his way closer to him. Then Dalton gets a little sloppy and Drew makes him pay for it, shooting him on the tip of his barrel. AJ Trillett tries to bunker Greenspan, but Greenspan catches him over the top and it ends up being called clean. However, after this, Callie Rudolph makes a great bounce shot off the snake knuckle and it hits Ryan right in the head. Infamous is first to score. At the next point, Infamous shoots fresh eggs off the break and Tyler Harmon fills in for him. At the same time, Drew moves into the next Dorito and shoots Tyler hanging over the top. Yosh Rao gets taken out shortly after, and then Drew goes to work down the Doritos. Dynasty concedes the point, giving Infamous the 2-0 lead.
Let's go, boys. Come on. Come on. Fucking intensity, baby. Let's go, Dynasty.
Ryan, you're back out there.
Dynasty loses their Dorito corner early in the point, and Drew continues his beast mode on the Dorito side, catching Dalton completely off guard. Going back on a replay, if you watch closely you can see Dalton manages to shoot Drew before putting up his gun. The ref does a great job catching this, and Dalton gets a major penalty. Ryan ends up alone in the snake, and Callie polishes him off, stretching their lead to 3.
Rusty, they're going 3. You can't do that. You have to shoot back at that.
You keep pushing. You keep pushing.
Early in the point, Damien makes it to the X. Then Glenn Takamoto makes a big move down the Doritos and just misses getting railed by Nikki Cuba. However, this catches Damien off guard, and he switches to the Dorito side. This leaves no one looking down the snake side, and Ryan takes advantage, and he gets himself a nice 3-piece. Dynasty makes their way onto the board, and burns off Dalton's penalty.
Yo, it's you and Blake. Blake to the corner.
Big fucking point right here. Hey, this is the point that we come back. Yeah. Let's go.
In the next point, Nikki is the first to get shot in the Doritos, and then Damien follows him shortly after. Drew makes his way down the field, but then Alex trades out with AJ on the snake side, leaving Drew alone in the Doritos. Yosh makes a nice move to take him out, and this match is back within 1. Our next point is a long 9-minute point. Callie gets down the snake first, so Ryan decides to match him. Damien is holding off the Dorito side, but Dalton waits for the right moment and sneaks by his lane. He tucks in Nikki and manages to shoot Drew down the wire. A few minutes pass and people are getting low on paint. Dalton makes his move into the 50, and Nikki knows he can't sweet spot him in time, so he fills out the Doritos. Glenn comes to give him backup, but with both of them looking inside, Nikki takes control on the wire and catches Dalton with a 1 ball. Glenn uses him as a human shield to fill his spot, but isn't able to get a shot on Nikki. Then Ryan decides to trade with Callie and the Snake, but he ends up being clean. With just over 2 minutes left, Glenn is trying to make something happen, but Nikki comes in and gives him the night-night. Spica is left alone in the Snake, and Dynasty concedes with 1 minute and 53 seconds left in the match.
Let's go, baby. Hey, fucking heads up. Let's play some paintball, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
It's a must-win point for Dynasty, and Tyler comes out aggressive down the middle of the field. Drew nearly shoots Spica off the break in the Snake, but just misses the shot. Dalton gets a minor penalty on the Dorito side, but Kyle Spica steps up big right after this, taking out Nikki and Damien from the Snake. He just misses Drew, but Tyler shoots him shortly after. Callie is the last one alive, and Spica bunkers him, but Callie gets called on a major penalty for spinning, giving Dynasty the point with 57 seconds left in the match.
Hey, it's 4 on 4. I'm in the box. 4 on 4? Yeah, they got it. Yeah, you're in the box. Oh, yeah. Hey, they got it. They got him on your arm. Air up. Second. Pot him up. Rusty. Same line? Yeah. Let's go!
The next point, Dynasty does an amazing job leading Drew in his first 2 steps, and also shoots AJ on the Snake side. Nikki gets shots just seconds later. Damien is the last one alive, and he does everything he can to hold them off, but he can't get it done. Dynasty burns off their minor penalty and tie the match with 23 seconds left.
We're gonna win. Let's go. Hey, 3 points.
Hey, listen, somebody get ready to get that flag.
We assume this match is going to overtime, but right when Nikki switches his gun to the Doritos, Tyler Harmon makes an unforgettable run-through to win the match.
We got down 3 points, and we got a penalty. So we knew we had to go out and not only burn the penalty off, but win the point. We did that, gained a little bit of momentum, and then started our comeback with a lot of quick points. We had to keep turning the same squad around because we had some fast point getters, and they were playing great. We were getting kills off the break, and once Infamous got a penalty against us and it was tied, we knew that we had 23 seconds to come down and crush it, and that's what we did. Sent everybody forward. Kyle Spica came in, ran the flag in with probably less than a second left, and we took the match.
Dynasty will move on to play Tampa Bay Damage in the finals. Our finals matchup for the PSP Dallas Open is between San Diego Dynasty and Tampa Bay Damage.
This match is the same as any other match, man. It's 1 point at a time, fucking hard, grinding work.
Come on! We gotta get fucking fired up! Come on!
That's right!
Give up! 1, 2, 3.
Let's fucking play hard right now!
Let's go! Do you want us to? What? Do you want us to? What? Do you want us to? What? All day, 1, 2, 3, 2! Let's go, baby! Woo! We got purple.
Red!
The game starts off with Brian Smith getting shot off the break, and then Alex Frazier gets into the Snake. Jason Edwards spreads the field to try to get an angle on him, but he's already on the move down the Snake. Alex tries to get a shot on Keith Brown and takes a convenient bounce off his arm. A few minutes pass by and nothing happens. The game breaks open when Alex gets a shot on Keith. Alex sneaks his way into Damage's snake and catches Timmy Props trying to wrap his bunker. But then he gets shot by Chad Boucher. Ryan Greenspan fills in for Alex and Chad is getting low on paint. Kyle Spica fills out to the Dorito can, giving Jason the opportunity to move. Ryan sees this, but focuses his attention on Chad, and Jason makes him pay for it. Spica ends up in a 2-on-1 situation, and Chad makes a nice move to shoot him in the side. Damage takes the first point.
Hold on, Timmy.
Hey, let's go, man. Let's go. The A2 just dove in and just shot the lane for me. I'll just let it know.
Hey, Ryan, look for a snake on the break. Holiday's in. Hey, give me a point. D1EST! Hey, we're not intense enough. Let's go.
In the next point, Rusty's prediction is right, and Dan Holiday takes the snake off the break. Ryan manages to lane him out. Damage is trying to do what they do best and lock down the field. But Dynasty killed their whole snake side, making it easy for Ryan to crawl down the field. He shoots the last few players in their backs, and Dynasty gets the quick point to tie the match at 1.
What happened there, guys?
We lost 2 off the hot.
Yeah. We lost both of our snake guys?
Yeah.
How many pods did you need?
Yes.
Chad, you good on paint? Hey, Keith.
Ryan Greenspan gets shot early in the point, making it easy for Brian Smith to get it into Snake, and then Keith bumps down the Doritos. Spica then makes his move into the Snake, and Brian works his way into Snake 4. Spica makes a nice shot taking out Keith across the field, but then gets caught gun battling with Chad in the Snake corner. This gives Damage the 3-on-2 advantage, but then Dalton Vanderbilt makes a great move to bunker out Jason and proceeds to shoot Brian in the Snake. This leaves Chad as the last one alive, and Galton goes on to get himself a 3-piece, giving Dynasty a 2-1 lead.
Holiday, Chad and Jason.
Let's go. Chad needs 3 more pods.
Next point, Tyler Harmon gets shot in the pack sliding into his bunker and is lucky to not get a minor penalty. Blake Yarber starts making his moves on the Dorito side, and Keith answers back by getting into the 50. However, he gets shot in the hopper and doesn't feel it, so the ref gives him a minor penalty. Oliver pushes up the middle but forgets about Jason and the Doritos. Then Fresh Eggs makes a great move to take Brian out of the Snake. Jason makes a nice shot to take out Blake, leaving him in a 1-on-1 against Yosh Rao. Yosh wins the 1-on-1, but then Keith comes out of the box and he's engaged in another 1-on-1. Yoshi's on fire and he comes out on top once again. Dynasty adds to their lead.
God damn it, man!
Hey,
Move on.
I'm good.
There's more paintball to play. Forget it.
Hey, lots of just got shot at that time, bro.
Dynasty! You know they have to come. They got Chad going Doritos.
Down 2 points with 6 minutes left. There's still a lot of paintball and damage is still in the game. Spica gets into the snake and Chad makes a great snapshot on Oliver. But it doesn't leave a mark and he's called clean. Chad's bad luck continues, and once he bumps down the field, the ref sees something he doesn't like and he launches a red one. Damage concedes the point to save time.
Let's go, boys! Time! It's time, baby! You're gonna keep punching! They're gonna come! They're gonna come! You keep punching!
Yo, let's go, motherfucker. Step it the fuck up.
With the odds against them, damage is down, but they're not going out without a fight. Holiday gets into the snake, and Jacob shoots Ryan across the field. So he starts moving down the Doritos. Holiday gets shot in the side, but he doesn't feel it. And guess what happens next? Instead of making this penalty bring them down, Chad makes the best of it and comes out of the box looking to murder people. Jason tries to make a move on Dalton, but it doesn't work out. This gives Chad the opportunity to stab Alex, and he takes it. And then Dalton doesn't know where the last player is, and Jacob makes him wear it. This match isn't over yet. Damage needs a really quick point to have any chance of tying the match. Keith is trying to make something happen, but right when he makes his move, he gets clipped across the field. Jason gets shot shortly after. Holiday comes out of the box, but he is shot immediately. This leaves Timmy all alone on the snake side. That's all she wrote.
We just lost to Dynasty in the finals. Dynasty played really great. I think we got 3 majors and 1 minor penalty overall. However, can't take anything from Dynasty. They played stand-up ball the whole game and they beat us. They weren't over-aggressive on either side, but they just capitalized on all of our penalties.
What's going on? Ryan Greenspan here from Team Dynasty at the Dallas PSP event, and we won. Long time coming. The guys all played their hearts out, and we still got it. It was a great game. Damage units are pretty dominant, and they dominated all last season, with the exception of Heat. So it feels good to be able to beat those guys. We did it. I don't know. I kind of blacked out for a little bit.
How do you feel to take a fucking bath in the fountain of youth, baby? Fucking winner, winner! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here, mark it.
You're the dragon, boy! Come on, boy!
Congratulations to Dynasty for their first place finish at the PSP Dallas Open. Up next is episode 15 of Derder's Short Bus.
Yo, what's up? This is your favorite PSP Super Ref here live on Field 1 with Crystal Soya, 1997, and Boba Fett just got picked up by Raza. Just call me if you see somebody doing something that you think that you would normally kill them for. Just let me know and I'll throw a flag on them. All right, here we go. Back to the bus. Hey, these are my boys. What's up, homies? What up, dogs? Yeah. Oh, that's right. Look at that. On my chest. This is a spectacular referee crew right here.
Everyone at home's gonna think this is a break. No, this is during one of our games.
Yeah.
Ref, get that guy out. What are you?
Hold on a second. Who's has got us? Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the middle of finals game.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the pro field.
Yeah, on the pro field, in the finals game.
You think I'm gonna get in that new video?
Yeah,
you think I'm gonna get that headshot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Every time I see the cameraman, I go throw a flag.
That's how we do it in the referee zone.
The more they try to like run into our guns, they just kind of run into penalties, kind of beat themselves. And I mean, like I said, like with them just coming down snake side strong, you know, we just made sure we had enough guns.
Do we have any yeah to English translators?
Wait, hold on. Is there any 15-year-old girls that speak like? Because I need someone to translate.
Oh, Nikki Cuba. Hey, Nikki! Is this the right thing that you should be doing right now? Nikki, why do you think exactly you moved into the bunker with Drew at the same time?
That's what you told him to do on the play, right? In the pit?
Yeah.
100%?
Yeah. I told him that there's a high chance that I'm going to give him a penalty if he doesn't. If he doesn't.
One ball and you called yourself out? He's going to get cut from the team for walking out when he's hit.
Bro, I told you have to get up in his butt. You can't share the bunker.
Yeah, you gotta get up in there.
You have to actually mount your teammate. If you don't mount your teammate, this play doesn't work.
Oh, there's Nikki.
There's Nikki and Rich.
Oh, God. If these two guys went at it.
I baked you some cookies with pudding in the middle, and you didn't eat them. Neither of you jerks gave me any cookies.
Sounds like you guys are going to fight.
Look at that look, Rich. Look at that look on Rich. If it looks good kill, right there, dead.
I'd be dead.
This is Rich is like, Nikki.
I can't believe it. I give you props for getting in the middle of that, dog. Get you props for getting in the middle of that. Either one of them would have punched you, dead.
What I said was, Rich, you better back up before I kick the shit out you!
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and Rich was like, right, Todd. I want you to kick the shit out of me.
I got a lot of playing to do.
You absolutely right, Todd. I ain't gonna do that. And I was like, Nikki, you better back up. I saved your life. Nikki's like, Todd, you right. You saved my life. And I'm like, that's right, Rich. You better back up, man. Oh. See, Archie, he's small, but he got the strength of Nikki Cube action figure.
You see, Bernaccio going this way to not help him because he mistaked the game flag for a penalty flag and he had to get out of there. He's like, whoa, they got flags over there? I better go ditch his hopper hit again.
All right, CEP, this has got to be good. There's a ref right
I think we got this game. They broke the penalty box. They have nowhere to send us.
How many loaders does it take?
If it's not the ref screwing us, it's the loaders, it's the guys with paintballs.
Yeah.
Hey, my loader's working.
No.
Hey, hold on a second, my gun's down. Hey, hold on a second, my gun's down.
Why did you look at the other side of it like there's other things on the road or on the bottom? This is a strange place for Di to have a tech class. You sign up for that tech class 2 o'clock. Yeah, where is it? Pro field. What?
Great. I got this lane locked down for sure.
Get out of there, cameraman.
Get out of there, cameraman.
If you're not going to take pictures on a Dorito side, you're going to wear it.
Hey, I'm over here.
That's Luis right there. That's Di's cameraman.
That's Di cameraman. Get out of there, Di.
Empire fool.
Yeah.
What's up?
Recognize.
Hey, you didn't put me in the catalog.
Yeah.
Well, you wear all Empire stuff. The Di catalog.
You don't have any redheads in your catalog. It's racist.
Yeah.
Don't say a word about me! Say something! Hey, say something right now! I dare you. I dare you. I was just trying to clean the bunker.
Oh! Hold on a second here.
So graceful.
It looked like you spun like the bunker over there. Oh, there's a bunker! Spin on him.
I meant to shoot this one.
Yeah, is that the one you were
Are you guys having a water fight right there? Just saying.
Say what?
Looking like the guys from Zoolander.
He was shot first. I'm just saying.
Get out of here!
Looking like the guys from Zoolander.
Chris Sosane. Whee, the ejector seat. His loader thought it was going down.
I think
it's like a Skittles commercial.
Number 81. Number 8.
Number 8. Changing my influence right now. Just changing my number to the statisticians.
Travis, give me your loader. My loader's down.
Holding it.
I wonder if the virtue chip counts all those. Where are you going? I'm going to the stand-up. All right, I'll go to the sit-down.
What exactly do you think he's protesting?
Boba Fett would zap him from oblivion.
100%.
And you're like, what are you
from Slave 1? It'd be over.
It'd be over. It'd freeze him in carbonite.
Like all he's missing is like a little picnic basket,
tea party,
a bottle of white wine,
some ants.
There was never any intention of going forward on that one. It was always to the seat. This didn't accidentally happen right here. He went into the butt slide with no slide. Hey, when I said that we need to play controlled and sit a little bit on these guys, I didn't mean like actually sit in the bunker. Ryan Moorhead just gonna let that happen like that? Hold on a second here. Boba Fett, what do you think?
3 balls.
3 balls.
3 balls?
3 balls. You use 3 balls in a tournament.
What would you have done if you were in that situation, if you were Moorhead?
Disintegration.
Disintegration is usually the only way to go.
I'd have shot him with the blaster, froze him in carbonite, went and did the sexy dance over in the corner with everybody else.
How's that sexy dance look?
Impact.
You an adult?
And, we had to play that comeback game. Fight, trying to come back. And we brought it back, 6-4. I ran down the field. I thought I got the guy. I can't stop running because I got this huge brace and a knee that doesn't work real well. So there's no just stopping, so I even dove myself into the ground. They took that as playing on, I guess. Maybe I should go tell the ref that I can't stop running.
See, ref, the thing is, well, actually, I'm a ref. Yeah. So, explain this to me. Explain this to me, how this is supposed to work here.
All right.
Wait on a second. Let me just get this ready.
No, you're not going to need this. You're not going to need the flag.
Hey,
Okay.
hold on a second. Thomas, I think I saw you running down the field with a hit on you.
I have a hurt knee, right? And because of that, I have to wear a big brace. When I'm running, I do not possess the ability to stop. So what I did was I dove into the ground because the forward momentum would stop me, and then that would be me stopping. And I should have came and told you ahead of time.
What team are you on?
Oh! Maybe next year.
Penalty! Give me the flag back.
There you go.
Oh!
Side gap. Did you see that?
I think somebody might be taking a ball to the side of the head right here.
But no, he does not shoot Chad George with the...
Oh, yes, he does.
Oh, he did. Chad, did you see Chad? Oh,
he underestimated.
He tanked himself. Did you see that in the beginning? He tanked himself. I'm just gonna tank myself in the chin right here.
Oh, rip. Bink. I'd have given a penalty for that.
I'm good. Don't even worry, I'm tripped.
No, that's a tree branch on the arm.
Yeah, I'm not
in
hit.
Minnesota, that's not a penalty.
Yeah. That's not
Look,
penalty.
ref, you're hit too, ref.
Yeah, you are hit.
Hey, let me do my job, all right?
You're out of order.
All right?
You're out of order.
Never mind the hit in my hand. Never mind the hit in my hand.
No.
Don't worry about
he
that.
blocked that hit from hitting the ref.
Yeah.
If I don't see it, it doesn't count. I'll just call you on it later.
I'm good?
Oh, my left thumb is fine?
Hell yeah, ditch that hand hit.
Ow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
YOLO.
My thumb
Apparently
stinks.
not.
It's now in the front of my gun. You can see my fingerprints in it. What? Why? Who?
Right here.
I'm not hit now.
I am not hit. Oh, hell no.
And then what do you do?
Reload. Kids, you want to learn these moves? You contact vintage paintball. They're always doing clicks.
Sorry, ref.
Hey, it's tough.
You know what I would have done back in the days? I would have been like, hey, get out of here, dog. Get out of here. You're all up in my business.
No, you
all
come
up
back.
in my
No, you
business.
go. No, you come
Hey,
back.
all up
There
in
you
my
go.
blue.
And I'd have thrown the red flag on you, for sure. You're like, get out of this. Still will. Still will. You gotta shoot him first. Still will?
I shot that dude, ref.
He's still clean.
He shot me in the hopper, ref. And then I shot him. And then he shot me again.
You ain't gonna shoot no fresh eights.
Another one down.
Yeah. Fresh eights. Let's have it.
Loading. One-handed.
Yeah, one-handed.
Loading one-handed. Wrong hand. Wrong side.
Definitely wasn't a hit.
I'm gonna throw a flag
Look
anyway.
at birthmark.
Impact hasn't played X-Ball in a while.
Hey, when you can't get a VIP, you just gotta try sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
They were like, 5-0, son, 5-0.
I remember those days. I remember those
me.
days when I was trying to sneak in the VIP. This is how it looked like back in those days. But now, they just open up the gates for me. I don't have to be jumping no fence.
PSP couldn't merge leagues, so they merged with Extreme Ninja Challenge instead. That's what you have to do.
I feel like Dalton could do way more damage for us in this feel like if he just gets in that snake, he'll shoot everybody. I really like these new Geos because of their accuracy. Accuracy and the accuracy and the
I think that the balls are going straight over his head.
Yeah.
Came back 3-2, and then it was over with. So it was a good battle. I mean, obviously Damage is a super strong team, bunch of douchebags, but strong team, and we look forward to playing them again.
Hey Rich, did those guys shoot really well on the break? Like, are they a strong team?
Bunch of douchebags, but strong team.
They do a really good job communicating. They're a pretty strong team, right?
Bunch of douchebags, but strong team.
How do you really feel about that team, Rich?
Bunch of douchebags.
Oh, hey, your mom called about the shopping list. She needed milk, cream, sugar, and
bunch of douchebags.
Yeah, here you go. Wait, you're gonna have to slow this down. The human eye can't see this run through. All right.
I don't think this clip really does justice. This clip really doesn't do justice about how fast Rich really is. Shut up, douchebag. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a penalty before this play even starts. You see, the thing is, Junior. Hold on a second. Junior, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna pull the pod out as you stand up to go running, and then you dive in, and then you dump the pod once you get in there. Junior, how do you do it, Junior?
I grab the pod and run, drop, paint. I don't know.
Hey, you stay back center. I'll play the snake, all right, Junior?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that broke.
Woo. I'm good.
Man.
I'm good. No shill.
God, that sticker I have on there looks like a hit.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
no, wait.
Clean.
Up against the bunker. That's.
Hey. Can you rub it against the bunker though? Don't just lean it there.
Okay. Hold on a second. Maybe you didn't get a good look at it. Wait.
What's the protective color again? Is it orange?
I'll take care of this. I mean,
you saw that.
You saw that.
Wait a second here. What?
Player.
Wait a minute. Where was I on that? Where was I?
Yeah, where were you on
Where was I on that one?
And they were running down. I shot the guy before he bunkered sewers. And then he bunkered sewers, so I shot him some more. And then he shot me, so I shot him some more. And then they gave me a major.
Don't question what the refs are doing!
I'm going to tell you that he's very touchy today.
Is he very touchy?
You don't worry about what the refs are doing. The refs are making the right decisions.
The refs love Crystal Sawyer. You should be yelling at me.
Sorry, Crystal Sawyer.
You know, refs call, refs discretion, and I mean, I'm gonna do that every time that someone tries to do that to me, so.
Wait a second, hold on. Infamous? What team is this?
Infamous.
Oh, hey, can I borrow yours? Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, you got another one?
How many flags in dozens do you think that Infamous is gonna get by Tony the first event?
Yeah.
What?
It might just game on and then flags. I mean,
maybe they should have Empire build the jerseys with flags on them already, just so it's a lot easier.
What? This thing would be better if it had a string attached to it and it came back to me.
Like a battle ball?
Again. Next year, I'm getting a t-shirt cannon mounted to my chest so I can shoot off just boom, 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 boom. Red flags on Infamous, left and right. You know what I'm saying? Next year, I'm going to bring all my little cousins. They're going to follow me around with little baby red flags, and they're going to throw red flags too. Every time you see me throw a flag, just throw a flag. That's how it's going. Red flags on Infamous all day long. Boom. In my left wrist and tank. I'm sure that. Look at me. Nope. All right. I'm sure I'm good now.
I don't know. That's on the tank. That's not a major.
That's definitely a major. Hold on a second here. That's a major.
There we go.
You gotta go.
You
get out of here.
Jack Crib, get shot in the head as you're walking off.
You can come out in 2 minutes and don't cheat again. All right. Promise you won't cheat again.
I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, Mackenzie.
Ah! Come on! I was just there.
I didn't
even know anybody there.
Spin. You're out. You're still shooting. Oh, and then.
Oh!
Damn it. I think he's gonna throw a yellow on him too for talking. He thought about it. He was like, "Oh, you want to get some?" All right.
I'll order pizza in here. It's gonna be a while.
I think they came back and won this game.
Bottle service, you know what I'm saying, bitches? Always bottle service. I don't wait in line. I go to the front. They know who I am. Crystal Sawyer, bitch. You better recognize.
Hey, we're in the studio right now.
It don't matter. I get bottle service anywhere I go.
You're right. That's absolutely right.
I get bottle service. You want bottle service, Boba Fett?
Boba Fett, are you happy?
You get bottle service too.
How happy are you to be working with Raza now?
Thank you for purchasing this Derder video production. Your support helps us continue to make quality productions. If you pirated this video, then you can suck my balls.